In September 2015, a YouTuber known as X-Man Gage uploaded a disturbing video showing himself walking through his house while clearly frightened by something happening around him. The clip begins with him nervously moving his camera from room to room, breathing heavily as he tries to figure out what is going on. Almost immediately, strange things start to happen inside the house. Take a look.
Dude, what the fuck? This.
Lights throughout the home begin flickering rapidly, creating an unsettling atmosphere. As he continues searching for the source of the disturbance, several objects appear to shift or move slightly on their own. The tension grows as the activity becomes more intense. Then, just moments before the video ends, something in the kitchen suddenly crashes to the floor and shatters. Startled and overwhelmed, the uploader quickly runs away from the area, leaving the mess behind as the video abruptly cuts off. Some viewers believe the clip shows classic poltergeist activity, while others think the entire situation may have been staged. Either way, witnessing objects move and break inside your own home would be enough to scare anyone.
Late at night, a man was driving a taxi, heading home after finishing his shift. Suddenly, a woman appeared on a dark road, waving at him. He stopped to pick her up, thinking she was just a normal passenger. But then something strange and unexpected happened. Suddenly, her features changed, and she began moving in a very unusual way. Then she opened her mouth in a terrifying, unnatural manner, as if she wasn't human. The driver noticed this at the last moment, and he was completely terrified, but he didn't know what to do. Most viewers in the comments said she wasn't an ordinary woman and that she was possessed. So, what do you think? A woman named Rosanna moved into a new apartment in France. However, only a few days passed before strange and mysterious things began happening inside the apartment. Things she couldn't explain. But on this night, something happened that left Rosanna completely terrified. Late at night, while she was alone at home, she started hearing strange noises coming from her child's playroom. She went to investigate, but what happened next was truly horrifying. The toys started moving and operating on their own. But when Rosanna entered the room, she suddenly saw in the reflection of the window glass a person standing directly behind her. She turned around immediately, but there was no one there. Then she saw that figure again in the glass reflection. After that, it vanished in the blink of an eye. At that moment, Rosanna was overcome with fear and fled the apartment immediately. It is believed that the mysterious entity that appeared in the glass reflection is the reason behind the terrifying events that keep happening. What do you think?
In 2023, an explorer named Antonio Park set out to investigate a long-abandoned hospital hidden deep in the forests of Lima, Peru. The building, isolated and forgotten, carried an eerie silence that made it the perfect location for a late-night paranormal exploration. Accompanied by a friend, Antonio carefully moved through the dark, dust-covered hallways, recording everything on his phone. As they passed a locked room, something inside caught their attention. Take a look.
Oye, Iván, te lo juro que yo... Mira, en la esquina derecha, ven los ojos. ¿Qué mierda? Oye, ¿qué es eso, concha de su madre? Oye, la mierda, huevón, mi cuerpo.
¿Qué es esa mierda?
No sé, huevón, mi cuerpo está aquí. Ay, concha de su madre.
A la mierda, hermano, qué loco.
Oye, ¿qué es eso, huevón? Sí, huevón.
Ya deja de grabar, concha.
Oye, ¿qué es eso, hermano? ¿Qué es eso? La mierda, gente, huevón.
Qué picantes.
Two glowing eyes stared directly back at him from the shadows, completely still, as if something was watching. Frozen in fear, they didn't dare get closer. Without another word, both quickly left the building, never discovering what was hiding behind that door.
Late at night, a mother was filming her daughter. The mother said that about 2 hours earlier, her daughter told her she had seen something scary in her room and didn't want to sleep there alone. While the mother was explaining what had happened, something suddenly happened, something truly terrifying and chilling.
So, my daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room. I'm a little bit shaky, I don't know if you guys can tell, but... So this is the same toy that used to go off in the past, and it's always terrified me since. I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises. With noises.
At first, she heard the sound of a toy turning on by itself. so she went to investigate. Then, the doll's finger moved on its own in a frightening way. The woman felt terrified and ran away.
Ask it questions and it would answer. No reasons.
At first, the mother thought her daughter's story was just imagination, but after everything she saw, she is now sure that her daughter was telling the truth and that her house might be haunted. So, what do you think? The following video was posted on YouTube in 2013. It was filmed by a young boy who was home alone with his brother. While the boy was sitting in the living room, playing on the table with a small skateboard, something suddenly happened, something terrifying and completely unexpected.
¡Bruno! Se movió la silla.
¿Real?
Sí.
Las Jorge.
Tipo, este aquí teta.
Ya las Jorge.
According to the source, this family had moved into the house only a few months earlier. However, they began hearing strange noises inside the house that they couldn't explain. As days passed, these incidents became more intense and more frightening. Because of this, they believe the house might be haunted. What do you think? A girl named Emily, who works as a delivery woman. Recently, she posted terrifying videos on her account that quickly went viral. Emily says that on this particular night, she experienced the most terrifying moment of her life. While delivering an order to a house late at night, something frightening and unexpected happened.
Hello?
Hello?
I have your DoorDash order.
Can you put it on the stool, please?
I'm not really supposed to come into houses.
It's just inside the door.
It doesn't really
not far.
matter how far it is. I'm not supposed to.
Please? It would make it easier for me.
It's just kind of... Can't you just come to the door? It's just kind of a safety hazard for me to come in the house.
No, I can't come to the door. Can you put it on the stool?
Okay,
It's easy, it's just inside.
I'll just leave it here. I'm not allowed to come inside, and I will not come inside.
What? Not hard.
Yeah, no.
Many people in the comments said Emily made the right decision when she chose not to enter the house. There might have been someone or something hiding behind the door. However, a few days later, while Emily was alone at home, she suddenly heard a noise coming from the direction of the door. At first, she thought it was just an animal, but as she got closer, she heard a strange and terrifying noise that left her completely frightened. And that wasn't all. About a week later, while returning home late at night, Emily noticed that a car was following her. so, what do you think? Was the person following her connected to what happened before, or was that earlier incident something unnatural, something beyond explanation, with no connection to that person? Share your theories in the comments.
Nate's story is one of the most disturbing, long-term hauntings, growing more intense with each passing day. What started as small, almost ignorable events inside his home slowly turned into something far more aggressive and terrifying. At first, Nate noticed minor disturbances, quiet taps, objects slightly shifting, and faint whispers that were easy to dismiss. But over time, the activity escalated. In his kitchen, utensils didn't just fall, they were violently thrown across the room as if something unseen was trying to get his attention. One morning, his dog suddenly became restless, staring toward the kitchen and reacting to something invisible. Moments later, a loud bang echoed through the house. Take a look.
All right, so I just heard something. I don't know where it was coming from, either the basement or the kitchen. Not sure where, but it sounded like a bang or something. The dog is reacting to it, so not sure what that was. Is that the wall? I don't know what that was. What the? Okay, those were there. Holy shit. Door's locked.
When Nate went to investigate, he captured something chilling on camera. A metal object suddenly flew across the kitchen and slammed into the sink with force. This wasn't an isolated incident. Similar events had already been happening, suggesting a pattern. Some viewers even claimed to hear a faint voice in the background whispering a single word, "Daddy." Things only got worse.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment. See you in the next one.